Welcome to another episode of Keep It on the SDL. I am Steph Delander, at Steph Delander on all socials. If you like my videos, please make sure you take a second to like, comment, and subscribe. Head to stephdelanderstore.com and use the code SDLYouTube for 10% off all the time.
Meet me where I'm at, yeah. Step into the jungle, step into the jungle.
Guys, today we have an interesting topic. It is something more recent, and the topic today is why I had neck surgery. So for a little bit of background, I had neck surgery in October of 2024. As of this video, we are currently in June. So how many months ago is that? 8 months ago, I guess. Almost 8 months ago. I had neck surgery. I had a fusion of my C5, C6 level discs. And yeah, I got it done in Birmingham, Alabama by Dr. Cordova. He is the spinal surgeon that WWE uses. He has done spinal surgery on so many WWE superstars. I mean, he's done surgery on Maurice, Tommaso Ciampa, Braun Strowman, who else? The Viking Raiders, Ivar. He's done work on so many different people, big stars from WWE. So I definitely was in the best hands. So yeah, I'm like 8 months out now from surgery. I feel great. There's still a little bit of time left. You know, we have to see how I feel over the next 4 weeks or so, and then we have another reevaluation. So that's exciting. I'm getting close to getting cleared, but of course with any sort of injury and surgery, but especially with spinal surgery, you know, the most important thing you can do is be conservative, be smart about it. I'm not rushing back to the ring until my neck is completely healed and until I get the all clear from my surgeon. So until then, we just rock and roll. But yeah, guys, I've had a few different surgeries in my lifetime. I mean, I've had a whole bunch of injuries and sicknesses and just stupid shit, which I'll probably make its own video, so I'm not going to dive into all of that. But today we will be talking about my neck surgery. Mance and I, we drove up to Alabama, which took about probably 7.5 hours. Obviously, I had to go up there beforehand for my consultations and all that kind of stuff. And I've had to go back since for all of my checkups. So I have spent a lot of time in Alabama over the last 8 months. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's been an interesting experience. The surgery definitely didn't hurt anywhere near as much as I thought it would. Honestly, I woke up feeling great. I woke up hungry and I just wanted some chicken tenders and mashed potatoes. So I woke up and ate some tendies. I thought I was gonna have to be in like a solid neck brace for like 8 weeks. And they gave me a soft brace and they were like, just wear it when, you know, if you feel like it makes you feel more comfortable or if you're traveling or whatever, but you don't have to wear it all the time. You know, you can start driving as soon as you feel like you can turn your neck, which was like a few days, whereas I thought I wasn't gonna drive for 8 weeks. So the initial kind of recovery was nowhere near as bad as what I thought it was going to be. And yeah, as I said, I feel good now. It's just a matter of waiting, you know, a little bit longer for things to heal up a little bit better. But yeah, the initial injury was it's kind of just like a wear and tear injury, but it started when I was working at WWE. We were practicing Northern Lights suplexes in the soft ring, which is a suplex where you like bridge all the way backwards and land on your head. And the way I had the girl hooked was wrong. And I'm so flexible. I just bridged straight back and landed straight on my head and just like compressed my spine. And I knew instantly that my neck was hurt. And we did a lot of scans and a bunch of shit when I worked at WWE. And it was kind of one of those things where they were like, look, if you want, we can do the surgery now. But I decided, I think I was 24 at the time, and I was like, I don't really love the idea of having neck surgery at 24 or 25, so I'm gonna try to, you know, work through it. And they were like, look, as long as you don't, you know, lose feeling in your arms or get numbness or tingling or anything like that, as long as it doesn't progress and it's just pain, you can keep working through the pain. But if anything changes, then we need to relook at it. So that's kind of what I did, honestly, for the next 3 years, was just wrestle on that neck injury, knowing I had an injury, but just trying to be careful, in pain every day. It was fucking misery, but it is what it is. It was, it was what I had to do. And then it just slowly got to a point where halfway through last year, I was at the gym and I did a jumping pull-up, and as soon as I grabbed the bar, I could just feel this like shooting pain go down the back of my neck, and I was like, oh, I really fucked it this time. Like I know something's wrong. I laid down, I gave it like 5 minutes, and I was like, maybe it's not too bad. And then I finished the workout because I'm a fucking idiot. And then I got home and I was like, still doesn't feel great. The next day I was in so much pain. I could not even move. I had so much pain radiating down my left arm. Completely lost strength, numbness and tingling and all of that stuff. And I just was like, okay, something's actually wrong right now. And I was meant to be flying to Australia the next day for a tour, of course, a World Series wrestling tour. So I changed my flight. I flew the next day after. I flew in business class. I paid to upgrade my ticket because I was like, if I can't lay down, like I am literally not going to survive this flight. I was in so much pain. No painkillers, no supplements, no nothing would take this pain away. It was so fucking painful. I cannot even tell you. So I went through all of that, got home, got a scan, saw a surgeon, and the surgeon was basically like, let's give it 3 months and see how well it heals, and hopefully we can avoid surgery. Of course, we couldn't avoid surgery. It got to the 3-month mark, and he was like, I think we should still do this fusion. So then it was a decision of, do I do the surgery in Australia or America? And then I decided to do it in America because I wanted to be able to recover here. I wanted to be closer to home. I didn't want to have to travel and fly after having neck surgery, and I was going to have to be at home for, I think, minimum 6 weeks. And I was like, I can't put my life on hold for 6 weeks. Like, this is insane. So I got the surgery done in Alabama, recovered at home, have been doing PT twice a week, every week, have gone up to Alabama for a bunch of different checkups and stuff. And that kind of brings us to now, where we're just in a little bit of a waiting game, just waiting to get finally cleared. So it's getting closer, guys. We're getting warmer. I'm feeling good. Feeling ready to get in that fucking ring. I feel like I've been out forever. Thank you guys for being so patient. I promise I will be back. I'm just waiting. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, as I said, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, keep it on the SDL.